Today on Gaming Soon, we discuss Assassin's Creed 3, a monster hunting MMO named RaiderZ, and a self-described old-school FPS. All this and more on another exciting episode of Gaming Soon.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Gaming Soon with your hosts, Killatia and Erico.
How you doing, guys?
I'm doing good, how you doing?
I wasn't talking about you, I was talking about the audience.
Oh, hi audience.
Yeah, hi audience.
Yeah, so tell us what's the game we're going to be talking about today.
We're going to be talking about Painkiller Hell Damnation, Assassin's Creed 3,
Assassin's Creed 3, yeah.
and RaiderZ.
Yeah, RaiderZ. RaiderZ, like... Yeah, Raiders, walk to RaiderZ.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, that was a big fail. Anyway, let's start out with the biggest game of all three of them, okay. Assassin's Creed 3.
That way they don't have to skip through the video to get to the good stuff.
Yeah. They were like, oh, Assassin's Creed. Then like, okay, I'm done. Click.
See, we here at Gaming Soon, we value your time.
Yes. So anyways, I played the first game, and I really couldn't get into it, so to speak. But the third installment, is looking to be very interesting.
I have to agree with you on that one, and that's mostly because of the historical setting.
Yes,
Revolutionary
the
War.
American Revolutionary War.
Right. It's I feel like it's piqued my interest also because the developers have explained that you don't have to play the other games to really get into Assassin's Creed 3, which is good for me and him because I haven't played a single Assassin's Creed, but at least he knows what to expect. And I figured Assassin's Creed 3 is as good a place to start as any, not especially if they swear by the fact that you can jump right in there and not be completely lost.
And what I have seen with the with all these previews and with the launch trailers, they are being very, accurate and only taking liberties when needed to with the historic settings.
Right.
Yeah. And they're also doing some diversion with DLC.
Right.
I remember people making a huge deal over the upcoming King George Washington DLC. Well, George Washington pretty much becomes the evil king of America.
Right. I think it was called the Tyranny of King Washington.
Yeah.
I think that's a pretty interesting thing because a lot of people are kind of, apprehensive about DLC sometimes, and I can't say I blame them, but I find it interesting because it plays a little bit with the historical setting. It says, hey, what if? And then it just kind of drops you in there, and I think that's cool because not only is that not only are they exploring the American Revolution, they're also exploring alternate universe aspects of it, which is really neat, and which also makes me wonder what else they're gonna have.
I'm curious too, but but the game itself, when I was seeing, it'll hold us over for a long time, even if we don't get the George Washington DLC.
Right.
And with every other episode, we'll post a trailer to these games down below in the description so you can watch them. I'm not absolutely sure if I'm going to be paying for it right away, but I definitely do want to play the game.
Right.
It comes out on Halloween for the Xbox 360 and PS3, and it should be a launch title for the Wii U, which is November 18th.
Right.
And the PC version comes out a few days earlier. A few days later, Excuse my moment of error.
That's funny. Okay.
Okay, refresh real quick.
Anyway.
This episode was indirectly sponsored by Coca-Cola.
Please don't sue us.
Please don't sue them for giving you free advertisement. Anyways.
What's next?
Painkiller Hell Damnation.
Right.
We're having a little bit of discussion about this too, whether or not it was a remake of the original or not. But the way they described it and the on the Steam store page, it feels like it's a new entry in the game. So
right. Probably should have did a little more research on that one, but
yeah,
what the hell?
Yeah, that's a tad bit more research on it, but like, hey, you know what? We're just giving you our honest opinion based on what you learned, and I gotta say, it's a very awesome looking old school first person shooter.
Right.
And they really hit it on the nail towards the end of the trailer that we have for you.
Right. And you can definitely tell that they're aiming for it to be an old school skill based shooter, which is what they're claiming, because it gets into the multiplayer aspects of it and you see somebody bunny hopping.
Yeah.
And to me, when I think old school skill based shooter like Quake, you know, Team Fortress, stuff like that, it's the bunny hopping that really drives that home for me. Like, you know.
Yeah, like if they really wanted to hammer in that it's old school, they might as well just said, warning, not for COD noobs.
It's like,
not saying Call of Duty is a bad game. I'm just, just trying to make a little joke here.
Alienating the Call of Duty fan base now. Great.
Yeah, like you can't be the only one alienating the fan base.
Yeah, that's true.
But still, what we still see in the trailer, it's like gorgeous, beautiful graphics, like and like looking like a nice set of environments, and I wanted to say like a wide range of weaponry, but I think the most common one I saw was the green laser gun.
Like the chain gun. Like it seemed they were kind of apprehensive to show off a lot of the weapons, and I can kind of understand that because they kind of want to save the surprise for when you get into the main game and you're like, oh sweet, look what I just got. They didn't show us that, it's, so I can understand.
Yeah, but still, it's looking to be a very fun game to play, like something that FPS today's, like, not all of them, but most of them seem to have forgotten.
Right.
To have a good, plain headshot fun, and not be like, Bravo team, go get this Taliban wannabe and this Russian that's been used in every other game. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so like, and looking at the price, it's like $20 on Steam when it comes out, once again in Halloween. So for the PC at least, the 360 and PS3 versions comes out next year. But still, like, if you're looking for an old school FPS game that still has awesome HD graphics, I would say wait for Painkiller to come out, Hell Damnation.
I might pick it up just because it seems like a fun game to play.
Oh yeah, and there's like a deal going on, like get 4 copies, you get like for like $60, so you might get one for me, you, and like 2 other people who's into.
I was gonna say I'd probably just use those 2 copies to bargain on TF2 and get shit I want. If that's the case. Yeah, I play TF2.
Yeah, I play TF2 on and off myself, but that is also a fun old school FPS game. Well,
I don't know if you can call it old school.
Well, not old school, but like not not one of those generic military shooters.
Right.
Yeah, so like, let's jump off the FPS bandwagon into the MMO with RaiderZ.
RaiderZ.
Yeah, like technically it's already out as open beta, but since it's like open beta and like not officially released, I figured might as well talk about it now.
Right.
Like, and the way I see it, it's like your traditional MMO meets Monster Hunter, which you have to use teamwork to slay the monsters and complete missions. And the trailer that they released in celebration of the open beta really shows off how much teamwork pays off when fighting the Chimera.
Right. But in that respect, there's also a lot of MMOs that do the same thing, that are team-based MMOs, skill-based MMOs, that sort of thing. The first one that jumps out to me immediately that I've actually personally played at decent length is Vindictus.
Yeah, Vindictus is like on and off for me.
Right.
Like another MMO that I used to play a lot was City Heroes, which But wait, it's a shame that it's gonna be shut down by the end of next month.
Yeah, but that's not really like a skill-based. Like I'm just talking like something that throws you in there with a group of people, and
well, the early days of City of Heroes was really like team-based for a lot of the missions, especially for the big raid that they did. Just like later on with the update that they tried to make it more solo friendly. But anyways, back to Raiders. Like
the trailer that he's going to be showing in the video itself is the Chimera trailer that they had on there, which actually looked pretty good for a free-to-play MMO.
Yes, indeed. And it's done by Perfect World too, and I do enjoy the other online games that they have released recently, like Rusty Hearts and such. So, you haven't played Rusty Hearts? You should. It's fun.
Maybe.
Yeah, but since they did like a good job with Rusty Hearts, I am definitely gonna give RaiderZ like a shot too. Like especially if it's like gonna be like team focused, which, as I mentioned with like City of Heroes, like a lot of MMOs seem to be losing that focus of.
Right. Personally, I like an MMO that can strike a balance between solo and team-based, because sometimes you just don't really have the kind of time to devote to the team building and the preparation and that sort of thing. And that was one of the aspects of like MMOs like Final Fantasy XI or City of Heroes that kind of irked me, is because you had to spend the time and the resources to get that stuff together, because otherwise past a certain point you couldn't solo stuff feasibly. But so I figure I like MMOs that can strike that balance, because it's like I don't have the time to build a party and hunt stuff, but I want to be able to go out there and hunt stuff myself and feel like I'm at least making some kind of progression, even if it's not as fast as if I was with a team.
Yeah, like I maybe sound like a broken record at this point, but I did see this game at E3 too, and the Perfect World representative there did say that you can play the game solo,
right?
But it is a lot easier with team-based, especially with the demonstration they were showing off. So you can still play solo, but it's still recommended to play with a team with this game. So, like I said, I'm definitely gonna give it a shot. I'm not sure about our friend here, but I think it's a game you should definitely give a shot, especially since it's open beta at the moment.
Maybe. Let's see.
Yeah. So, anyways,
maybe after the Halloween update.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, that's probably today or tomorrow.
Yeah, so if you're a fan of TF2, keep your eyes out for the Halloween update. And we managed to sneak in the 4th game, looks like.
Right.
Alright, here's never been released for like 5 years, but okay.
Well, technically it's coming soon, so it technically falls within the boundaries of the...
Well, maybe. Like, we'll talk about this off camera.
Okay, sure.
Okay, so anyways, that's it for this week's gaming soon. We'll still keep our eyes out for upcoming games that we think will interest you, and maybe some that you may have not even heard of. So, anything else to say?
Yeah. If you guys have any suggestions for games that you think would be cool for us to talk about, they're coming up soon. Highly suggest that you shoot us an email or leave a comment or something. Let us know.
Yeah, like I'll put in some contact information in the videos as well.
Sounds good.
So you can like bug us about it.
Right.
So anyways, happy gaming and see you next time on Gaming Soon.
Happy Halloween.